And I want to talk about the city council race. And ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely important. And you guys know from time to time on this show, I'm going to call it respectful friction.
Okay.
Respectful friction that leads to dialogue with our mayor, with Mayor Walker. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to set the stage and get the gentleman's intellect on the stage I'm about to set.
Somebody here has intellect?
Mayor Walker, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook yesterday, in regards to Lloyd Snook,
who wants to be on city council.
Running for city council, one of 3 seats. The June 11th primary is key. Posted this on Facebook, proceeded to share it across her Facebook page. This is our mayor talking about someone who's running for Charlottesville City Council. I want this into a sizzle reel, Harris, starting with this segment of me talking about it. We got to make sure we tag her as well. I posted this on Lloyd Snook's. This is her talking, her writing. I posted this on Lloyd Snook's page this morning. He is, quote, white is right, quote, as one can get. You use this letter, and she's talking about the letter that Lloyd Snook wrote to City Council and to the city manager. Mm-hmm. You use this letter and that interview to maintain and gain votes. FYI, we've read those reports. We've discussed them publicly. We've started putting some of the recommendations in place. Maurice Jones was working on implementing them. Mike Murphy has worked on implementing them. Council discussed these reports with all the finalists for the city manager position. You are exactly what is not needed on council. Who do you speak with about the current implementation process of these recommendations? You don't know what you're talking about, Lloyd. You have the audacity to think that you're going to make something work well with your pompous attitude. People are supporting you because they want to believe that you have the ability to stabilize conversations and return their lives and their community to normal. A normal that has only worked well for white people in the city. You don't have anything new to offer the citizens of Charlottesville. The people who support you are exactly what is not needed. Okay? Who did you speak with about the current implementation process? You don't know what you're talking about. She then compares him to Donald Trump by literally saying, we have this brief opportunity to work on healing this city, and here you come with your number 45 spin. White men
Lloyd Snook is
the antithesis. And then I'll close. This is the end of her statement.
But that's identity politics.
White men like you always have been dangerous, and I'm sure that you will continue that tradition. Do better, Lloyd. I'll stop, and I'll throw it to you. And I have a lot to say.
It fertilizes itself. There are things that Nikuyah Walker has done that I embrace. Her blowing up some of the backroom, closed meeting stuff. I'm all for more transparency in how the city does its business. But she's playing the identity politics game. It's what tears us apart. It's how we wound up with August 11th and 12th. It was, I want to build a political career, and hey, we all want to build careers in what we want to do, but there's holistic, righteous ways to build careers, and then there's fast, quick hit. It's like you used to do sports radio. Yeah. It's like
this is shock jock.
Well, yeah, but it's Mark McGuire taking creatine to get big and muscly, HGH, so he can hit 75 home runs. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going to grind and I'm going to get, and I'm going to be as healthy as I can and hit as many home runs as I can and win World Series. So it's that trying to get around the curve. And it's that divisiveness that I think is going to cost her seat as well when she runs for re-election. We saw how little interest there was in signing
Dr. Wes Bellamy.
Dr. Bellamy couldn't get enough signatures in his own church. The people who knew him the best didn't want to support him to stay on city council. We saw it happen on the Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail Board. Again, not to turn this show into watching paint dry, but just last week, a secret vote was planned on turning the jail into a catch and release program. We would be the only jail in the Commonwealth of Virginia that wouldn't notify federal authorities when we were about to release an illegal alien who, oh, by the way, had also committed a second crime beyond that, stealing, rape, whatever it may have been, whatever the scale. They were just going to let him go. Let them go and leave it to the feds to catch them themselves. We're not playing along with your 45 games. By the way, a policy that's been in place long before 44 and 43 were president. The jail was notifying ICE when we had criminal detainers coming out. Dr. Bellamy tried to pull a game using parliamentary procedure, calling a vote that wasn't on the agenda. We got wind of it. We got people motivated. We got a room full of people, and he failed. Even Diantha McKeel had to vote against him.
I was utterly... That's the end of the sizzle reel there. I was actually continue it through what I'm about to say here, Harris, please, sir. I was utterly just taken aback. Why I was taken aback was, first of all, it's the mayor of the city. Okay. Secondly,
it's populism.
It's not an indication of who the candidate actually is. And I'm not supporting or I'm not supporting the candidate. I'm just talking realism. Real terms here. But it's not an indication of who the candidate is. I'm also taken aback here. This is what I was, and I'll throw it to you. I was also taken aback because it seems like that she is literally trying to use her platform to influence who's going to win one of these 3 seats by going after someone who does not match up with her ideology that will literally be loggerheads with her if he wins a spot on council. And he is undoubtedly one of the favorites to get one of the 3 spots.